Good evening,
Right.
everybody. It is the last day of May, and it's so exciting. We've literally got promotion after promotion after promotion. We're seeing the new Cowie area breaking through. We've got Wells region breaking through. We've got district managers going all over the place. It literally is promotion after promotion. We've got Smith area. It's just crazy, absolutely crazy. So what better way to celebrate than to have the amazing executive area managers, aren't you? Both of you. Executive area manager Alison and Peter Hutchinson, who people were asking to see again following Peter's PowerPoint that he did a few months ago at Region. A lot of people were saying how amazed they were and they wanted to see it again, which was really interesting actually, because the first time I saw it was my first ever Arbonne event. I had no idea what was going on. I didn't even really know what Arbonne was, and I heard Alison and Peter do this talk, and I didn't really understand it, but I thought, that man is a smart man, and he's saying this is a smart business. And I joined the next day because I just did what this smart man was saying, even though I had no idea what he was talking about. So it was really great when I saw it for the second time, because I understood it, and I thought, wow, I made a good decision following that smart man. So now we get to see it again. As this is the third time I will see it. I'm just as excited as I was the first and the second time, because I think it's a brilliant presentation. So thank you so much for giving up your time, Peter and Alison, to talk to us about the boom of the 21st century and for showing us this presentation again. Thank you so, so, so much. So I hand it to you two.
Right, thanks very much indeed for that wonderful introduction, Danny. I'm trying to be smart. And hopefully we'll make it make sense to everybody tonight, so that you go away knowing what I've said. But I just want to say, I'm saying it, but it's a guy called Ed Ludbrook that's put all this together, and he's a recognised guru in the whole field of network marketing. So that's why I think it's very, very powerful. So I'm just going to share the screen now, so there might be a bit of a hiatus while I do this, but hopefully it'll be up and running very soon. Okay, come on, slideshow. Are you there? Can you see it?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I love this talk. I've got my plan.
Right.
I'm ready.
Okay, everybody ready? Well, it's by a guy called Ed Ludbrook, and it's called Arbonne and the New Professional Boom in Network Marketing. And it was compiled 2 years ago, and he's recently updated it in a book that was published in November 2014. But it's not, that book is all about general issues in network marketing, not specifically Arbonne. What he says is, we are now in the professional age. We've come through what he calls the pioneer age, and we're now into the professional age. And we've had the various entrepreneurs that started it off, and now we're in what he calls entrepreneur competence. That's where we are, and he believes we're in boomtown. Anywhere from 2014 to 2020 is his belief that this is where it's going to absolutely rocket, and that Arbonne is right on the crest of this wave. And he likens it to where smartphones were in 2007. The first smartphone was in 1994 by Bellsouth, called a Simon Personal Communicator, a really catchy phrase. That is, of course. Apple was launched its iPhone in 2007, and you can see there on the slide what the growth was in those 6 years. Quite phenomenal. So something that's really new to the marketplace. But look at the players that were around in 2009 and now around in 2014. Samsung had 3.3% in 2009. And in 2014, Q1, that's the beginning of last year, it had 30.2% of the market worldwide. And BlackBerry, who never moved with the times, went from 99.9% to just off the scale, and they're just not around anymore. And the key difference between success and failure was the Android operating system. So something came along to just blow the market apart. And Apple stayed static around 16%, that the other players that have embraced the Android operating system, all that can make, has meant they've gone from strength to strength, and the others, like Nokia 38.6, just disappeared without trace now. So what's that? How is that relevant to us? Well, he believes that the left-hand side shows where the Bellsouth communicator was before, the Simon personal communicator, and the Care products on the right-hand side. We're like the smartphone. We have that opportunity. We have products that are like the Android operating system in the health and wellness business. That's his view. So what is it about the entrepreneur, and why are we in boomtown time as far as he's concerned? Well, it all started with, like all of these things, with franchising, which is back in the 70s. That came out of the doldrums in the 90s. There's a pioneer age where there are people who are risk takers get involved, and they're the ones that are really outside the box. There's only 2% of the population fall into that category, but they can be a bit like butterflies. They come, flutter around, and then disappear, or like fireflies, just going off into the dark and then not coming back. And it's normal there's a high attrition rate with business builders because they fly so hard they take absolutely no one with them. So it's very unusual for, like we have in Arbonne, we've got pioneers from the very beginning that have stayed with the business. And that, according to Ed Ludbrook, is actually quite unusual that they do that. But many of the pioneers that started out back in 1980 will have disappeared without trace. And it holds back growth and causes credibility issues because of the high attrition rate of business builders, people just coming and going. People think they're failing businesses. But when you look at other businesses, 80% of businesses that start out, just normal businesses like a shop or manufacturing unit, 80% of normal businesses as we class them fail in 5 years, which is quite alarming. And when you look back over car manufacturers, for instance, where they've come from, 99.9% of those original car manufacturers don't exist today. So businesses, however big they are or small they are, don't have a God-given right to survive. So the pioneer age did cause credibility issues. People thought it was just a flash in the pan. When you get through that and you have a process where people have actually got a process of building a business, you end up with what Ed calls the professional age. And these are entrepreneurs, and they're inside the box. They're inside the box that Arbonne has built for us. And that's 98% of the people want to be inside that box. So we concentrate there, and this is what Arbonne's done over the years, concentrate on competence-based professional development programs. All the coaching we go through, all the training we go through is according to a system that's been honed over the years so that we can follow it and come out smiling at the other end. And so it attracts competent people who are less risk averse than pioneers. They're not the fly-by-nights, but they do want to achieve their full potential. And that's what Arbonne now attracts. So his view is biggest and fastest growth boom ever, 2014 to 2020. So that's 5 more years that we've got to really go for it. Because of the system that we have, the professional development system that we have, it's 10 times greater chance of success. And because of that and the ethos that goes with it, you'll end up with the death of the pyramid sales slur, because that came about. It came about actually in franchising because of the coming and going of so many people. So his view is that will disappear as we grow professionally. And again, his view is there are a few companies in the world that are positioned as strongly as Arbonne, because we've got a unique foundation perfect for expansion. We've got products, we've got a system, and we've got leadership. Now, the lead products that we have powers exponential growth. We've got a complete range from which consultants select the most appropriate. I mean, complete, absolutely. When you think of the nutrition as well as the spa range, the hair care. But the anti-aging product range is key. That's the flagship. It's a sweet spot of the beauty industry because nobody wants to look any older. Everybody wants to look good. And we've got something that is second to none in this industry. Backed by the Swiss heritage range, the fact that we've got that Swiss heritage, which is worth its weight in gold, we've got ultimate global branding credibility in his view. And also because of the way in which it's structured, because of how much money we put into brand development and to rewarding our consultants, and also to bringing the price point down to make it affordable, we've got prices that create undeniable customer value. And that's something in his view we should never forget. It is really great value for money. The other thing is leadership. Now, unusually, he says, for a woman-dominated direct sales company, we've got highly successful network marketing leadership opportunity. And that, as we know from talking to the people in Vegas, listening to some of the audios that we get and videos we get, and also Kay Napier with her background in high-profile large companies, we have phenomenal female leadership in this organization. And it appeals to women who want to earn big incomes. And quite a lot of them clearly do, and everyone is going to. So that's a powerful growth driver for Arbonne. People, he believes, can see that it is possible. Many people have stayed with this business for 20-odd years and are still at it now. So there must be something good about it, and there is. The leadership is tremendous in his view. And again, unusually for a 30-year or 35-year-old company now, we're only in 5 countries. Normally it would be 30 to achieve what we've achieved. And it could open just 10 countries in over 7 years and expand by 500% in his view. And there's no doubt that once we get used to developing systems for use in other countries as well, then that rate of growth could be even more than that. That's in my view, not Ed's view, but certainly for his, 30-year-old company, only in 5 countries with the growth it's going through now, but with its global, the Swiss heritage, then that is certainly a powerful message to get across in other countries. So, key to it for Ed is continuing professional development. Following the UK franchise model of the 1980s, where it grew by 500% in 6 years, if we copy the McDonald's professional development philosophy, that is, it doesn't matter which McDonald's you go into, you get, whether you do or not, you get the same type of burger, you get the same service, everything's the same. People know what they're going to get when they get in there. And this is the same with Arbonne. Whenever we speak to a new, possible new consultant or professional client, they should know what they're getting because there is a system to follow. And if we follow that, then they'll know exactly what they're getting. No matter who they talk to, they'll get the same message. And copying that proper UK franchise model is, he thinks, key to our phenomenal growth in the future. Clearly, with the springboard, we're the USA into Latin America, Australia into Asia, and clearly the UK into the rest of Europe, and Poland started that, and Taiwan started that, will start that next year. So we've got those very, very solid bases. And a little point from when those are at Vegas, you've seen the phenomenal growth that there is in each of those markets. 25% in the USA, which is a mature market. By anybody's standards, that is a phenomenal growth rate. Australia, developing market, 69% growth, and the UK had 38% growth. They are phenomenal numbers by anybody's stretch. They're terrific. So we have got tremendous springboard for growth. And his view, in unit sales, we should get, with now just around 500 million, 2 billion product sales by 2020, 600% growth. So that is just look at your numbers and just stay with the market and add 600% onto that. think about where you'll be by 2020. And it will be fantastic. So that is the presentation, and I just want to leave you with Robert Kiyosaki's view. The richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for a job, and we're in the network, so that's where the richest people in the world will be. So thanks very much for listening, and I hope that was useful to you.
That was brilliant. Thank you so much, Peter. Where's Alison gone to?
She's in the background, listening, taking notes.
Yeah, she best to be. Yeah, that was so good. I hope everybody else really enjoyed that. I find when you talk, Peter, I find that you really have a way of making things make sense. And even though the first time I heard it, I was quite overwhelmed by the information, I got the point that you were saying, which basically was this is an amazing time to be not only in this industry, but to be in Arbonne. And I feel like you do get that point across in such a simplified way that it's not just figures and numbers flying over. It just makes sense. I love it when you link it to like the phones and people understand the apples and how you talk about that. I love it. I love everything about that talk.
Thank you very much. I'm quite happy if anybody wants to ask any questions of me. If I can answer them, I will. But Ed's got a new book out, I'd say back in November, called The Fantastic Future of Network Marketing. And it's only 90 pages long, very easy to read, got all the information in you want about the future of network marketing. And so whenever you talk to anybody, you can, the little phrases and little quotes from here, just drop a few of those into the conversation and people will be gobsmacked by it. So I'd recommend getting that. And I'm not on commission either, by the way.
Is that from Amazon, Peter?
Knowledge is king.
Knowledge is king, okay. Did anybody want to ask any questions? If you do, just unmute yourself and ask away, or you can pop something in the chat.
Can you see the book?
Yeah. I think you posted it on Facebook recently as well, didn't you?
I think so, yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone want to, any questions?
What was that book again? Sorry.
It's called The Fantastic Future of Network Marketing. The author is Ed Ludbrook, and the website is Knowledge is King.
Thank you.
No. Okay.
Okay. I don't think anybody else does. I think, to be honest, I think you covered everything. Oh, hang on, something in the chat. Where can we get the picture on the final slide from? Is it from Google?
We'll send it.
Send it.
I'm quite happy to send out the whole presentation to everyone if they want it.
Okay. Well, Alison's on Alan Area, obviously. So if people do want the presentation, just pop onto that and then pop your email address. And then if you're happy to go from there and forward that on, Peter, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, can do that.
In fact, Danny, I'll send it to Zoe to put in there in your Google Drive.
Brilliant.
And then everything will pick it up. Yeah.
That's great. Thank you so much. And thank you both of you for giving up your time on a Sunday evening to do this for our team. You were both in huge demand. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And
huge congratulations for you to go region qual. So brilliant for the team. So guys, just get behind Danny now this month, because she's really going to need you all to pull it together and absolutely deliver this. So ideally, before the last day of the month this time, so we're not all biting our nails waiting for you. But
I haven't told her to say that. I haven't paid her to say that, but thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I would love it if our team
you really deserve it.
Come on, Wells team, off you go. Start putting the orders in.
That'd be great.
Don't forget, it's not month end yet, so you've still got till 10 o'clock.
Thank you. Right.
Take care. Have a nice evening. Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye all.
Yeah.